Happy Easter Monday, everyone. You know, they say that April showers bring Mayflowers, and Mayflowers bring a lot of allergies. But April also brings garden party season, patio season, outdoor drinking season in restaurants, in bars, in parks where it's allowed, except not right now. So I thought, what would evoke the best feeling of patio season, the best sort of drink for me to enjoy in the sunshine while enjoying the outdoors and not doing anything outdoorsy, but something that is springy, it's bright, it's light. You can have a few and it's fine. So I came up with this drink looking at my giant Aerogarden here, which, let me show you. I'm a little obsessed, honestly. So these are two of my Aerogardens here. And I do have a third, which is in progress. And so I highly recommend, if you like having herbs, to get one of these because it's hydroponic. There's a little light that tells you when to add water and when to add plant food. And all you really got to do is just prune it back and these things grow like weeds. It's fabulous. I use, essentially anytime I have an herb that I use for a cocktail, it's coming right from there. And so I do have two Genovese basil plants, and I love basil. I love cucumbers. And I thought, how can I make this into a cocktail? And then a wonderful lady named Olivia reached out to me on Instagram and said, hey, I do nutrition classes. Would you be interested in doing a class for my folks, for my clients? And I said, oh, absolutely. And I was like, I have the perfect cocktail to teach y'all that doesn't have a lot of sugar in it. It doesn't have a lot of calories in it. It's got a lot of fresh stuff in there. And so this is the Garden Spritz. So let's get to it. And I thought I'd wear my lily today because my Easter outfit was yoga pants and a sweatshirt. So I thought I should make up for it today. So I'm in my lily. So today we're going to do a vodka drink. And I'm going to be using Civic Vodka by Republic Restoratives, a DC local distillery. Check them out. Also woman owned. So give them a lot of love. You can get hand sanitizer from them too, so even more reason. So we're gonna start out with 2 ounces of vodka because, why not? 2 ounces of vodka. And this is actually the only spirit that's going in here. So this is a quote unquote lighter drink. And there is a lot more of other liquids in here besides just the alcohol. So this is more of a, it's a garden spritz. So it is a spritz, like a wine spritzer is gonna be, wine and soda water. So it lowers the alcohol. And plus it's got vegetables in it, so it's pretty much good for you. And it's got lemons, so please. So then we're going to add fresh squeezed lemon juice. I'm gonna do 1 ounce of that. And so this is our sweetener. We're not gonna add any other sweeteners. I don't add any sugar to this one. It's all natural sugar from the lemon. So it's all the citric acid that makes it nice and tangy and the sugar from the lemon juice. All right, so 2 ounces of vodka, 1 ounce of the lemon juice. And now we are going to do a little bit of muddling. So I have Persian cucumbers here because I didn't have a big cucumber. So if you're using a big cucumber, use about 5 slices that are about, I don't know, maybe like a 1/4 inch thick, and quarter them so that they're, small in size. This is a Persian cucumber, so I just cut up the whole thing. It's about, I guess, this big. So pop this then into your shaker. And we are using a shaker today because we are using citrus and vodka and a spirit, so we need to make sure that we mix those together. Then we're gonna use basil from my Aerogarden, my little babies. I'm gonna use about 8 leaves of basil. You can ratchet that up if you want. You can ratchet it down. You can actually use mint if you prefer mint. It just gives that nice, like, vegetal, herbal, there's just such a nice scent about it. It makes it bright and fresh. And so what we're gonna do with the basil is we're going to tear it So that starts to release some of those oils too. So I'm going to throw it on the counter first and then put it in here. Throwing on the counter, it's completely optional, but you know, it doesn't do anything. It's just me being sloppy. 3, 4. I also have a lot of little pieces in here, so I thought I would just add those. And so again, you can ratchet up the basil. Also, if you buy basil at the store, or you're getting it delivered, which, stay home. You should treat it like flowers, treat it like fresh cut flowers. So with fresh cut flowers, something I learned from the 1-800-Flowers commercials in the 90s and early 2000s was that you're supposed to cut them at an angle underwater because essentially it's like a wound on the plant. And so you just want to like pop that little end of the stem off. And so actually I can show you here with an asparagus. So this is a rose, it's asparagus, but we're gonna consider it a rose. So you're supposed to cut it at an angle, like this. So it releases that, the greenery underneath, so it's easier for it to soak up water. Because you can tell the bottom here, it's kind of like it's like a scab almost. It's a callus from where it was originally taken off from the plant. So when you cut it like that, it allows more water to come up and it stays nice and bright and hydrated. So treat your herbs like that. Same thing with like leafy greens, even like kale or chard or anything like that. You can keep them fresher in a vase full of water. Pro tip. I don't know why I did that, but I committed to it. So it's garden, right? So I'm just getting all the greenery. Needs salt. This is my muddler. Couple notes on muddling. The wooden ones aren't the best because they're gonna like soak up whatever is inside of it. If you have a wooden muddler, I'm not saying don't use it. I'm just saying it's gonna soak stuff up. This is one that has a plastic tip, and I really like this one because it has all these little pokey things on it, because the whole point of muddling is that you're releasing everything that's inside of it. So for the basil, we're gonna be releasing the oils. And then, you know, like if you ever see people like smack a piece of basil or like smack some mint, that's what they're doing. They're trying to break down the structure of the leaf to release those oils, because that's what gives herbs their wonderful scent, is those essential oils. That's how you can like distill it down, and you're like, oh, mint oil, basil oil, lavender oil, etc. So this one I really like. It's easy to clean. It doesn't soak up any sort of scents and flavors. You can also find ones that literally just look like, I guess, like a billy club, and they're just metal. If you don't have an actual muddler at home, you can use the end of a bar spoon. That works too. Or the end of a spoon. You can really use just about anything, but everybody should have a spoon at home. You know, even if it's just like a tablespoon, you can use that as well. So what we're gonna do is we're not going to beat the heck out of it. We're just going to gently release it. We're gonna coax out all of the beautiful flavors. So literally we're just gonna press slightly. And so cucumbers are mostly water. So we're really just releasing the little cucumbery waterness out of here. So just make sure you get, you know, again, like don't beat the heck out of it. It's like when you're stirring, like don't beat the heck out of it. You know, like it's nice, it's delicate. All right, perfect. Pop some ice in, let's shake it. My mixing glass is doing a second duty today for as my ice thing, because my Pyrex is in the dishwasher. Here we go. You can add jalapeno to this too if you wanted something spicy. And that still also gives that super vegetable-y thing to it. So that would be awesome. You could also do tequila with this, or gin. But I did vodka, keep it light, because vodka is odorless, colorless, and tasteless by definition, even though, yes, I understand it does have some nuances from the various types of wheat or barley or potato, whatever grain they're using to distill it. I forgot my strainer. So we are going to now double strain this sucker. It's Monday, you know, I'm very ill prepared. So here we go. So I'm using a very large wine glass. You can use a rocks glass, you can use really any kind of glass you want, but I like this globe glass because I can see everything in it. So I'm going to be double straining this one because I've got a lot of bits and pieces in here. Alrighty, so in we go into the glass. Mmm, so green, so delightful. It's like a salad in a glass. It's beautiful. Actually, you know, and it's this really nifty green color too, so. See? Ooh, ah, beautiful. All right, now we're gonna pour in some more ice because we are then going to top this all off with soda water. Because again, you gotta hydrate while you dehydrate. It's very, very important. Now, I say about 4 ounces in the recipe, and I'll show you exactly what that looks like. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't want to overwhelm everything with just soda water. Like, I don't want this to just taste like a hint of anything. Like, I actually want the flavors in there. So that's why I said 4 ounces, but if you want to fill this sucker up with soda water, go right ahead. And I'm just using plain club soda. This is from my soda stream. But you can use Topo Chico or San Pellegrino or Perrier, whatever you'd like. LaCroix, regular, you know. So then I'm gonna just give this a light stir with my bar spoon, just to make sure that the soda water gets mixed in. You don't want to do too much because it's gonna fizz. And then we are going to top this off with a lemon wheel. And then here's another fun thing I like to do is that, so because I grow my own basil, I get some blossoms on the top. So whenever your herbs start to blossom on the top, always pick them off, because the more they start to blossom, it's gonna make the actual leaves a little bit more bitter and tougher. So I always pick them off the top. But you know, waste not, want not. And also they're so pretty, so you can use them in drinks. Yay, lovely. So, come on, stay there. Nope, it's not my day. Gravity is against me. There we are. And that's a Garden Spritz. Enjoy, everybody. Ooh, so refreshing. I wish I could go to brunch and drink this at brunch. Soon, very soon.